Good evening. Hello, learning lovers. How are you tonight? I'm a little disheveled here. I just got done making some dinner that is waiting for me on the stove. Got Lola fed and got some extra messages today from, in addition to this morning's message on the spiritual view. So if you haven't caught that, I put the link in the description box so you can go back after the live and check that out. And then I did put my channeled notes in the in the community post, which I've attached the link for as well in the description box. So I wanted to talk about the cardinal message that I got today. So I went to the pool just to get a little sun and restore and read a little bit to get away from computers and phones. And I know, very fancy book. This is Pluto, The Evolutionary Journey of the Soul, by a person named Jeff Green, which is funny, haha. Because today I wrote on the notes there Life Path 4, and it's the green chakra that's the heart chakra. So I thought, "Oh, that's odd." And then the cards that I pulled, I noticed that we again saw 88. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, guys. Hey. I got an 88, and that was in the cards on the spiritual view this morning. And then this book was published. This certain publication, I think it's the second reprint, and it was 1988 as well. So so some interesting things here. You might want to grab a quick pencil because if you know where your Pluto is, this whole book is about Pluto, its polarity points. So what Green is saying is that where Pluto is in your chart, okay? So think about the lemniscate energy there, and that is one side of that is the generational vibration, and then also the individual patterns our soul brings with us every lifetime. Okay. So he's likening Pluto to the soul. Okay. On the other side, and these are patterns that are inherent to the soul that keep coming with us. On the opposite side of that Pluto in your chart, the sister sign, listen to this, is the intent or the cause of your personality this lifetime, because the personality changes, different meat suits, different personalities to bring about the requests of the soul, so to speak. So not only are we going to look at where Pluto is in our birth chart, to find and see our individual patterns that we've brought with us. Opposite of that, okay, the sister sign is the sign that's teaching you the lessons. Okay, so let's say, for example, the chart I was, Kathy, speaking of charts, the chart I was doing today, I got your rough draft all finished today. So I'll be fancying that up and sending it to you tomorrow. If you want to go ahead and email me your address, please, dear. The cooperation. So when we cooperate, okay, and when we do not resist the lessons that we're supposed to learn from that other sign, that is our rebirth. So we go from Pluto in our birth chart, our birth. The opposite end of that is where our rebirth lies. What lessons that Pluto wants to help us show the expression of this lifetime. Okay, so we're learning those lessons. And as I was reading this today, and why I'm telling you this now is because as I was reading, a cardinal flew right across the pool, like brightest red you've ever seen. And then I got home and I was like, I wonder what that's all about. It's usually messages from spirit. I don't know if you guys want to put in the comments what cardinals mean for you or who you attribute them to. I think it's a lovely sentiment. It flew over the pool at 3:05, which is the energy of the Hierophant, which is the lesson. It's learning the lesson and then becoming the guru, the shaman, the guide of that lesson. Absolutely, angels, right? So when we go from birth to rebirth, as we're learning those lessons, it's the new level of expression then we carry with our soul and a new awareness, that hierarchy of consciousness, right? That is what we bring with us the next time. So it's like that soul upgrade. Okay. So for example, I'll just use Kathy's, if she doesn't mind here. She has her birth Pluto in the second house. Okay. And that is in the sign of Leo. So, opposite of that's going to be eighth house. And that is the natural home of Pluto and of Mars, because they share the energies of Scorpio energy. But um, she has Aquarius there. So she's learning how to apply the lessons of Aquarius, and you are an Aquarius. So that's going to help you a lot because you already know how to do that. And then you and I also share a commonality in that we have our ascendant in Leo. So we're learning how to Leo this lifetime. Okay. And then Pluto, the big lesson of our soul for the lifetime, look at the opposite, look at the sister sign to see what's going to help you bring that in. Okay. Because that is the rebirth side. And I was like, wow, mind blowing here. I mean, like, there's a ton of nerdy notes. But second, I'm not done, guys. Um, Another bird. So we already had my message this morning with my little morning doves. And then we saw that little card come out that wasn't even the deck that I brought. We had a 5-stage clinger, and it had feathers all over it. And it was the spirals of manifestation. So that was cool. And then so this is our third bird Zord, at 340. 3 and a 4, that's a 7. So angelic frequency. A crow cawed 4 times as I was reading this last component here. And I kind of summarize this as, it's very dense text, just as a forewarning. If you do get it, you kind of have to go through and synthesize some things. I mean, I love me some words, but it's very wordy. But it's the rebirth is the new level of expression. Where's that piece? Did I not do that? That's okay. So each personality has within it the ability to not only gain a physical, like gain elevation in our physical resistance, existence in our environment, our 3D, right? But and also adding to the quality of our consciousness. And in doing that work, through this way, it breaks the barriers of the 3D reality now as you know it. So, a little 3D, or I guess grounded explanation of the other side of the lemniscate of that energy. And I feel like we're seeing that come out a lot in the readings. So you're going to be learning the lessons of the sister sign, if that makes sense to you all. And then Crow confirmed it with our number 4 day of the Emperor energy with their 4 cause, just as I was reading that point and getting that little aha moment. So that was so cool. Hi guys, thanks for letting me rant on there. I know I geek out about some stuff, but I just thought that was so freaking cool. And that, like, it was just like one of those aha moments even when you've been studying such a long time and being an active learner. That's why I love astrology so much, is because you never are going to know everything. There's always something new to learn. And I just love that. It's the evolutionary journey of the soul. So if that is not further incentive to get our lessons done, I guess, then I that's fine. We're grown ass people. We can do whatever we want, right? Thanks so much again for coming in, guys. I'm so excited by this information. So I did add to my notes. And if you don't know that song by Casey Musgraves, it's called Cardinal. Album, A Deeper Well, which I also did a reading on about a year ago. And was that 20? When was that Deeper Well? Maybe that was I can't remember anyway. Um, I did a reading about a deeper well, and let's see what was the other thing. The Jagger Star. Oh, duh. So on that album, as well as the song Cardinal, we did have today's date add up to a 22. And that's the architect. That's a master number of the architect. Okay. Part of the building. And she has a song called Architect on there as well. So I just get so delighted with all those little commonalities. It's so cool. All right. Let's take a big breath, guys. I know that energy's been something. I want to talk tomorrow because I'm already feeling it. I think it's already coming out in the cards as far as Uranus squaring Mercury and retrograde. And I see that's like those surprises. We keep seeing the Lover's card come up like crazy, that Eight of Wands of communication, just man. So that can be a surprise from the past. So surprise communication of the past. It's not just something dropping in new, like boom, here you go. Let's see what wanted to come out here. We've got abundance on our first card, and prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. And we see that gold victory wreath repeating from this morning, whole different deck. That end of the reading, that victory there, not spoiler alerting. So go check it out if you haven't read that yet. She is holding a wand in her hand, which we talked about manifestation in that reading as well, which was the whole feather thing. You'll see when you check it out. Right in the middle, we had balance of all kinds coming out there. So it was like a little foreshadowing. Spirit knows I'm going to go and read that book today. And that's exactly what I was reading about. And that song, I'm like, what does that song have to do with it? And it's she says, Cardinal, are you bringing me a message from the other side? And I'm like, well, that's cardinals are usually angel messages or messages from family that have crossed. And are you bringing me a message from the other side of the lemniscape? And I was reading about Pluto. Okay. So find balance. Our balance energy is back as well. Again, whole different deck. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you'll have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap, it says. Okay. There is our transformation energy of the butterfly, the opposing energy to the emperor. Its sister energy is the death and transformation card. So that's pretty cool. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. His crossing energy is journey. So we're coming back to our fun energy here as we come up to the first quarter moon here coming up early next week. I don't know why that just looks like a journey album to me. So that's what I've been calling it. And that is the loving compassion card. It's a 16, little bit of tower energy with this transformation, this surprise message perhaps. And that Eight of Wands is also a card of travel, but that travel can be internal, right? It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. This morning, after that reading, I finally got a chance to look back at the live that I did for Spiritual View last Thursday. These cards came out in that reading, and I was like, I don't know about you if you saw that, but I was like, why am I a boohoo mess in that? It was so, I didn't even remember that when I'm channeling. I like as soon as I'm done with a client or done with the reading, like it's gone. It's the weirdest thing. Whoever would have thought? But I did want to pull one more card as advice from spirit. Advice from spirit about these big changes in our life that are coming to transform us. We do still have Venus in her home sign of Libra. But remember, because the north node, or excuse me, the south node is in Libra, it kind of dulls her shine a little bit. So it's, she's not as free as she wants to be. What message does Spirit have for us here? There's that white owl. We talked about that last night. And it says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Okay, Spirit wants you to talk to Spirit. Okay, that is their advice here, and that is that is beautiful. That is crossed by light, and there's that rainbow connection energy we've been feeling, I think, since Tuesday or Wednesday. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Okay. The darkness of that new moon in Virgo. That was something. That's some heavy energy, especially with the veil. The bride getting her veil snatched away is what that moon's Sabian symbol was all about. Like, that was such a fun rabbit hole to go into. And it's about just all of a sudden, right? She was minding her business, about to pick the narcissus flower, and Hades came up in his chariot and scooped her down into the underworld. It's the internal exploration of where we's growing up, guys. It's where we's growing up. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? I love that y'all say hello to each other. It's so cool. Just warms my baby heart. I accidentally got the linguinis instead of the spaghetti noodles, but that's okay. It's really my favorite. I love that. The Banza, I don't know if you have that where you guys live, but it's the pasta made of chickpeas. And the secret to that is you got to cook it longer than the dumb box says. And you do have to rinse it, but I like putting it all together in one pan so it can marinate, and it's even better the next day and the next day. That one pan of that, I tell you what, feeds me forever. Here we go. Yes. Okay, we like that. We've got our Billie Eilish I'm So Bored cup here on the bottom, maybe as you wait. There's a Ten of Swords. We talked about Ophelia was a bride of God. And that's hilarious that we are talking about our soul stays the same. Our personality and our meat suit changes every lifetime. And Ophelia was a bride of God. She was a courtesan. She was a mafia wife. She was all these things. And that's, if you're not familiar with that song, there is a decision in action here in the environmental energy. That is a full moon right there behind her chariot. And we also have the Three of Cups reunion energy. I'm late for an important date. I think I commented on MJ's Cancer reading about the Velveteen Rabbit, but then when I listened to Gemini that we talked about last night, I was getting water shipped down. And I've never seen that movie all the way through. Have you guys ever seen that? Because I remember being little and it scared me and it was sad. And I didn't want that in my heart. So silly. Five of Cups. When that one ship passes, as we lower the flag, right? And we raise a new one, Mars and Cancer. Here is this alignment of head and heart, and Six of Wands, victory after that. Okay, let's see what we got up here on the top, guys, for our reading tonight. Then I'll ask specific questions. That was the first card out this morning, Death and Rebirth, which is our sister energy. And there is a heart right in the center of her forehead. I always get New Orleans vibes here. This is a celebration energy, because if you've ever watched a funeral procession in New Orleans, the band is going, the whole trombone section's going. It's a celebration of returning home. Okay. So this abundant energy, we did talk about going home or returning home. I can't remember which reading that was. Ace of Wands, we saw that in the Divine Masculine's energy, finding balance here. Whatever ship has sailed. Okay, it did put this lock on our baby hearts, but this is about to come unlocked here. We'll see if we get a key. Looks like so far the finding balance that was all over the reading this morning is going to be key there. So death and transformation energy, bookending, opportunity. What I just say, as one thing closes, the next one opens right away. Full moon right behind this energy in the world card, and another white owl. Wow. Okay. I know it's very like high priestessy vibes, right? Um, the world energy 21. That was yesterday's energy. And I'm always, like I said, about a day or two ahead. Hi guys. Thank you so much. You like the bonza too? You got to rinse everything off really, really well. And then I put it back in the sauce to soak it up. Seven of Swords in the past, maybe we were trying to, not deal with this ending here. This is like, please, Moon, do not show me trying to skate out of this mess. But by doing so, again, our opportunity is to have a successful completion. I don't think we're doing that anymore, but let's see. We're trying to avoid this pain, perhaps. I just said that card feels like high priestess vibes, and there she is. This is Pisces new moon shiz. Okay, let's look at the near future energy. Our Knight of Pentacles is back, cutting through the bullshit. Okay, whatever this was, if it got you last time, like you're like, we needed to learn that lesson once. Thank you. Empress energy here, which was our energy of yesterday with the world. So those are catty corner there. If you are new to reading or just like to watch readings, even if it's not called out, I always like to look at the X, kind of like the X marks the spot. Our heart of the reading is going to go through both energies here. So this can be a path to where we're starting to the outcome, and this can be when we encounter a block, how we find our way back to that opportunity. Okay. So in reverse, I mean, the Empress is still a pretty awesome card. It just may feel like instead of you're maybe trying to avoid flying solo, but Empress energy is never solo for very long. And I did just say that the full moon in Pisces here. It's something ends and something comes back, but it's a quicker energy. Okay. Not long and drawn out. This 10 of Cups will not quit last couple days. When we follow our heart, when we fill our own heart's cup and don't expect to have a partner, right? We don't need, I love having PICs, but we can have those in our life any way that we dang want, right? You can reach out to friends, you can reconnect with people. It makes you feel so good, way more than you think it might, because we forget how that energy feels, right? And this light is shining, just shining down. And what I say, 10 of Cups, when we fill our own cup first, then the 10 of Cups comes along because there's somebody in there with us. The outcome energy, 2 of Swords. So if this, we just talked about, this might be a person, this surprise moment here, surprise communication from something regarding the past is going to come floating on in, and Spirit's going to be like, but did you learn it though? See how she's holding on to that communication to her heart. She's just about to go towards her ultimate happiness, that sun energy. Okay, let's see what else is. Love when that happens. That is so cool. Love, love, love when that happens. She is about to go to her son, so it looks like you're going this time. I don't think you're being fooled this time. There's peace, the yellow rose of Texas there. Peace, hope, joy, which was the message from the mourning doves. And I never even knew until this year. I thought mourning doves were MORN. Because I usually see mine in the morning. So I'm like, well, that makes sense. But they're actually MOURN, morning doves. And that can bring a message, especially since we saw the cardinal, of someone from the past. Okay, wow. And I'm getting an ear squeezy there too. Making a decision to choose between this float or end, because you know it just causes jealousy, strife, and competition. You might just really, really feel divided, especially bookending this Two of Swords here. And see how even the colors, they're on the same bridge, but they're just not working together as a team here, which is like, oh, I'm either gonna have to go round again, I don't even know, fill in the blank, guys. All situations are different, but whatever is successfully completing and transforming, whatever has left is very fast coming in to be transformed. Okay. Two of Swords Tower. Yep. Right there. And yesterday I told this touching story about, if you don't watch Steve's Love Terror, then you should, for the laughs, because he talks about the squirrel getting his nuts blown off on the tower card, on the light seer card. And we had those two acorns come up in the charms yesterday. Ace of Pentacles, there's the offer. It is tangible. This literally is ultimate happiness when we pass this test here. Queen of Cups. By giving love to the situation of this division, giving love to the tower, having a full understanding of why it's here. Spirit wants us to know because it brought spiritual enlightenment clearly, right? It elevated ourselves to a higher consciousness. And not only that, here's comes Saturn with the gifty as far as bringing in the money, honey. Because we have the love. When we have the love, the money comes. Just wow. Let's see you're bored with some of this ending here, though, or this is yang energy in the environment. Let's see what's going on over here. So 4 cups, 10 of swords, 2 of pentacles, 3 of cups, 5 of cups. King of Cups, opportunity here for the yang energy to step into their king and step into their balanced energy. They will also have a decision to make here at this full moon in Pisces, or by this full moon in Pisces. Okay. And we do have Queen of Cups on the table, just like we did yesterday, except from a whole different deck. In the past block, the victory card would be in the shadow. That would be ego, gloating, seeing yourself as better than insert whatever. Okay. So this person's energy is could be in an energy of boredom if that's not your yang. Okay. Maybe they're bored because you stopped communication or you stopped talking to them. You're no longer running away from the ending. You're just like, all right, then. Okay. Because this is making me feel like crap. I am not feeling like my best self. So I'm going to focus on me. Every single one of these cards, the only masculine energy here on this side, on the yin side, is this one not showing their face and kind of lowering their head. Yeah, this is definitely heavy ego. It could also have been, there's not any other other indicators of third party energy here. But if there was here in the past, maybe you made a decision between two already and you cut somebody loose already. But whatever that was that they did here in this past, they're bored now because they're watching you sail away. watching you sail away. Spirit wants us to know in the yang energy, this is a lack mindset here. Why has God forsaken me? I mean, the situation for them is 10 swords. So they are having to wait until that turns into an ace as well. The nines are the end of that internal mental conflict. 10 is when we're ready to walk towards the sun. In the traditional deck here, it's Ophelia. This person needs to change how they're showing up, right? They need to change how they're showing up because there was some imbalance if King of Cups is showing up here in their near future, because this Two of Pentacles is about balancing the sides. Okay, it's about balancing the energies. Look at the opposite house to where your birth Pluto is, and that'll tell you the lessons that you need to learn so that your soul can upgrade. Let me upgrade you this lifetime. Holy, I'm going to say shiitake mushrooms, so I should say shitballs instead, just to change it up for y'all. Wow. 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 Okay. So because we did 6 out on that energy, we can't leave that to rest. 2 of Wands, decision mode is already done. This is the 3 of Wands. 2 of Wands is the should I stay, should I go, instead of back and forth on what action I should take. This is 3 of Wands is the manifestation, the expectation that it's coming. They still have a hand on an old skull here and up to their thighs and emotions, but this is something that they're learning. Okay, if this is a counterpart for you, that is 2 threes. This 8 of Wands of communication, there it is. That card just will not quit. About 3 of Swords. Okay. Maybe if this was something that happened to you by this person, it's kind of like karma's a bitch. And in order to feel this, if they didn't learn their lesson and do the work, they're going to get it twice. Because if you do the work, the planets will have some forgiveness there and rewards as well. But if there's not this honesty, this Ace of Swords converted from the 10, they're going to still be left out in the cold. Double fives here right underneath this 10. Okay, Page of Pentacles energy here. 1, 2, where's the other? What was just right here? 1, 2, my 3 of Swords there. No, that was the 8 of Wands. I can't remember. Okay, we're all jalapeno. This is all outcome energy blended. The Hanged Man energy, or the Hanged Woman energy here in this case, is my pink card. So it was Lovers, 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords. There we go. Okay. So Page of Pentacles is indeed a message that might open up a ish storm there. We did have that storm warning card in the reading this morning. This 3 of Wands energy, whatever they've manifested, if it's a chance to bring you a message or to talk to you here about something passionate, definitely opening up a can of worms here, especially if there isn't something that is rectified from the past. That comes back twofold to haunt us when we don't align body and mind and heart, because the soul is what drives the chariot. So this 8 of Wands, they are seeing something from a new perspective. That's good. It is fast, passionate communication or travel with this Lover's energy, past life soul connection energy. That there was a lot of that in the reading this morning, as well as last night's live. 9 of Pentacles, they're trying to come up here and match your energy and strength, needing that lemniscape of balance there that we talked about. So 9 of Pentacles, that's independent energy. So maybe they just need to get free and single here. And then in addition to that, yeah, there's 6 of Cups. past energy. Okay. We've seen this come out here, and we've now got Three of Cups, Three of Wands, Three of Swords. So it doesn't have to be a person. It's whatever ship has sailed for this person, is whatever this reading is all about, whatever they feel like has betrayed them. And if this is your yang energy here, this is what we're taking action on. And I feel like here, what Spirit wants you to know is this Five of Pentacles is a block, because it's all about our thoughts. And if we're thinking, I hate this, fill in the blank. I hate this job. This job sucks. Then we're just going to keep getting that energy. So certainly don't be in sales and saying that stuff, because you want sales, don't you? So that's just an example there of that energy. It looks a lot brighter on this side of the board, and I don't even feel like this is a bad tower. This is this person, yeah, going through this energy, boohooing on the inside, having to walk away, and then boohooing after in secret. Okay. Well, they do have an opportunity to make it right, but it's all going to depend on how honest their communication is. If they've seen it now from a different perspective, it's more than just, it should be just more than I'm sorry. They have to be specific and say why they're sorry, or they're not damn sorry. Those are just words then, right? Why are they sorry? Do they understand the full scope of how this might have affected you, if this is your story here? Because if not, if they're not down on their knees and pleading, because they just effed around and found out with an Empress, and when they turn your energy over, that is so hard to do. That is so hard to do. This means we were really bothered by this ending, because look at her face. She is not bothered. Empress does not chase. Empress does not worry. She is, I mean, think of the Light Seers card with Queen of Pentacles. This is like on steroids. She's slouching. Okay. She's just like, it is a little bit of bored energy, because you got all your ducks in a row. But when it's a block, because we were trying to avoid this ending of some sort. When it's a block, we're not nurturing ourselves. We're not pouring into our own heart's cup. So we have to ensure that we're doing that, because you the Empress, damn it. And that's all I got to say about that. Okay, let's go ahead and look more at this energy over here. I want to get some clarifications, but King and Queen of Cups on the board here, guys. The end of like these big, huge life surprises. This is definitely, I mean, you're considering it here. You might be surprised. This could go way back. This could go back, especially with that Mercury Uranus sitch starting tomorrow. I already feel that energy for sure. Already feeling it. It's already coming out in the environmental energy of the cards anyway. Okay. So making this decision, are you choosing you and your son? It looks like it. You're choosing the tangible. You're like, I'm not choosing the promises or the words. I'm going to go based off of what I know and what I want to do. And that writes that Empress energy. Okay. When it's on the board, it's here and available for use. Okay. Just want to say hi to everybody. Thank you guys so much. 44 on the clock there. There's 44s coming hard also. Okay, I want to know, where are you going, collective? Where are you going? Where's this journey? Where's this journey? What's happening here? Prepare for a journey. 8 wands and the environmental energy, opportunity for a trip. If this is not a person for you, coming your way. There's mushrooms there, so that's also communication. That's like the underground network, all the mushrooms communicating with each other in the forest. Look it up. Uh, you're like, if I took the time to look up everything Angie told me to look up. Hi, Miss Peggy. Where's this journey? What kind of journey is this here, Spirit? Oh my gosh. Cannot make it Sister energy of the day. Death and transformation, our first card out, which is y'all's energy. We're doing this change for our victory. You're the one got the victory wreath. Same with the energy this morning. And here, the Six of Wands is the block. This second person, if it's a person for you, is not victorious. That's their block because the ego got in the way with this. Oh, maybe they were just wanting to, they're like, I'm bored and I just wanted to party. Well, how'd that work out for you? Right? Is that what you want to say? But that this is like still piddle effing back and forth as far as 3D options. So if they're coming in that energy, they have an opportunity to choose different, perhaps. I mean, that near future is alignment of head and heart and being a fair and kind ruler. Because they learned the hard way. Something ended and they had to watch it pass by and they're like, I don't want to feel like that again. I mentioned the deeper well. This is like when I first saw this card, I was like, it looks like I had a dream about, that's the title to that reading, about being in the well, but then looking up into that circle, and it was my own face peeking back down at me. So this is like how we are seeing things too. If this is not a person for you, Spirit wants you to know we've got to change our thoughts because this be coming here. This is coming. And it does feel like in the past, this is someone that either is coming towards you with a broken heart from something in their past, or they've broken your heart in the past. They watched that ship sail and they're brokenhearted over that. But now see it differently and want to communicate that to you. And where are you going on this journey? Oh, just transformation, the outcome energy. And the first card out. And then here on the deck, we had that flyer. When did I say, guys? About when? Delineating energies, seeing the light now by the energy of this light of the full moon, this rainbow connection. Oh my Lanta. Manifestation. Again, spirals of manifestation on the Sacred Rebels deck. That wasn't even a card of the deck that I brought out for it. All right, let's finish up these peeps. Okay, this is coming in this confusion, right? Someone's coming in confused, perhaps. Maybe they just want some clarification. They want to say that they're confused. If they are coming in hot, make sure this, again, if they had an ego here, Six of Wands in reverse, it was their block in the past. I mean, the Knight of Swords can be an emotional lunatic. So, especially with the moon, whew, you might not know which version of this person you're going to get. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, perhaps. Yeah, they're wanting to say, hey, I want what you want now. I think we are joined together in what we can build together. And when they are standing and the emotions and you're both standing there together, then the actual faces of the people appear. And again, transformation energy. That's just unreal. And the creatrix again, which I noted in my post, in my community post about watch where that card came out in the reading this morning. That be something. Okay. If you've been told you were wise beyond your years, to help you with a challenge, call on your inner fairy wisdom. What is this challenge? Can we get any more information on this challenge? Of course, it's going to be different for y'all. You feel like that, Empress, today? I love it. Sometimes I feel like it's like, oh, so exhausted. I go and go and go like a Duracell bunny. And then the end of the day, I'm like, why am I tired? Eight of Pentacles, just wanted to flip. It did not completely. Becoming an expert at something. Wisdom here. Two of Swords to help you with a challenge. The challenge is the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Swords in the outcome. But it looks like you're choosing the sun this time. The sun is all about our own selves, right? Our own self-discovery, especially here because we have that Two of Swords book ending that split of the Five of Wands. They're there in the same spot, but they're not really on the same wavelength. They're not in the same energy. They do have a chance for that though, but it's going to depend on if what they choose correctly this time. If they get that near future energy help of the Lovers, if you'll even consider it. Two of Swords crossed by Knight of Pentacles. Again, it's saying the same thing here now, guys. Near future for you, Knight of Pentacles, cutting through the bullshit. Yep, it's the same thing. That's crazy confirmation, you guys. Knight of Cups and the environmental energy. The Knight is sent out by the King to resurrect this. If we're going to keep getting the same cards and play that game again, let's ask something different here. I want to get Liz's deck and ask if they effed around and found out what happened here. So we're going to go to the left of the number line, everybody, of the integers, our negative and positive integers. Ooh, half of this deck. Didn't that happen last time? Oh, my Lanta. Okay. How many of them here? Half of this is getting played energy, caught. There's a bugaboo card. Did I shuffle our other guy in here? I'll find out after the reading. Don't you worry. We know that right there with that Sun card energy. All right. If they effed around and found out, I'm jealous of you and them. Third party. If you've already moved on with somebody else and they watch that ship sail and they're left here feeling out in the cold, if this story is for you, they ain't feeling good about it. If they did this to you, that other person kicked him to the curb here. Wow. Okay, then. Wow. So what do they want to say? Let's look at the positive side of the integer. We'll give them a chance, guys. Let's give them a chance. I guess I am not going to big shuffle because, well, we see what happens when we do that. They just want to say they miss you. They're going to have to come with a lot more than that. Okay. Cord cutting, I'm releasing others' energy. So they're saying, I miss you. You're saying, and their environmental energy, you're saying, I'm over it. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? It better be freaking better than I miss you. Well, duh. If they don't miss they best miss their ego, as that's advice I'm giving here today. They best be missing that ego from last time. They want to set the record straight. Okay, better. We talked about that already. In their environment, maybe you're investigating this if you're in their environmental energy here. Yeah, you kick them to the curb in their environmental energy, and they are jealous of what you're doing there. Well, that's what happens when you FAFO. Okay, that's what happens. Anything else that my learning lovers need to know about this person? I want to make sure that putting on a show. Okay. Again, it better be more than just I miss you. I would certainly hope so. If they're feeling 10 swords and they watch that ship pass by and they're feeling left behind, it best be better than that. Lost that bottom card there. Sorry about that. Putting on a show. Anything else? This is the message for my learning lovers today. What do they not know or need to be aware of, or what do they maybe not want to know? Yeah, I miss you. Again, if that's all they come with, there's your answer, guys. We've been forewarned. They made That's an interesting picture of a person. Made some bad choices here. Environmental energy. I'm emotionally involved with them. You're like, I'm sorry, but I'm already here with this other person. It could be if they've been alone, and that was just like an emotional affair. A lot of times that can be a lot worse because they're sharing things, time, energy, resources, just, communication. That is sharing your energy with someone other than who was promised that energy. That's they get in a wall up here if they don't come right and set the record straight with the truth and not dancing around the truth, okay, about this bad choice. They're just putting on a show of I miss you, and they don't want to talk about what they did. Too effing bad. They've got to say it, or else they're gonna get that tower no matter what, just with somebody else, not on your time, right? I made some bad choices. Or did you literally just have an emotional affair behind my back? Way worse. Because then there's all that conversation. It's not just like, oops, I got drunk somewhere, and oops, I tripped and fell, and my what fell in somebody else's what. Doesn't happen like that. That would be almost easier to get over. But when it's been behind your back, which that's what this, they feel like ish, but they're not communicating that to you. It doesn't look like they're in their ego. Like, I don't care if I have a victory, I have this other person, if that was the case. If the block or the third energy was work or someone in their family, they didn't care at the time. Past energy, they did not care. Anything other positives that we need to know? Anything positive that my viewers need to know here? What do my learning lovers need to know? Well, these are very slick. This is a lot. Okay. Feel like they want to keep some kind of a promise. Now they want to keep the promise. Okay. Fighting for what they love, claiming what's theirs. Love is a battlefield. Um, we inspire. They think that you as a couple inspire others. Maybe this is a story of learning, and maybe it is their personal evolution and their Pluto moment. You never know. You're my best friend. Okay. Well, now that's more sincere. Let's hope that they come with that stuff, and they want to fight for you here. They want to take this leap of faith, and finally keep a promise that they once made, possibly. Um, for me, you guys do what you want. You're grown ass adults, but if they're putting on a show and leave it at I miss you, or are very vague, guess what? The truth makes sense. If their story doesn't make sense, that is a lie. I am like an awesome lie detector. Like, I can feel that energy straight as it comes out of someone's mouth. That came in handy for teaching, especially middle schoolers. Yeah, it better be, well, I made a bad choice. It was a lot more than that, mother effer. It was a lot more than that. I can feel the heat in that. They were out of balance. And I don't see no emperor. I got one king of cups. They still got 3 cups to go before they can even match your energy, whether you're not in your highest self or not. They still don't have enough energy for the empress. But it looks like they're going to try. It had to hurt their heart enough to make a change, so we shall see. Okay, let me get some cards for y'all here. Who's my first in tonight? And then I will let you go. We're already at an hour here. It goes so fast. Spiritual walk. You got the first card out. Ask your question. You don't have to put it in the chat if you don't want to, but you certainly can. It might be somebody else's question too. And guys, because you're all here together, take these take these messages for individuals. You're a collective energy here together, right? So take whatever resonates with you. You'll feel it. If I'm pulling a message for spiritual walker and you go, oh God, you'll feel it in your gut, right? You might even get a little energetic hit. Okay. Dear spirits, the only one that wanted to flip here, bring a gentle touch. It's an 18 card of the moon. And it looks like here on this journey of self, you need to give yourself a little bit of a break here, spiritual walker. I mean, it is a long journey to a path of higher consciousness, right? And it is emotional. Sometimes we do have to transform. We do have to boo-hoo a little bit about when our vibrational frequency rises. Other people drop out because they're not of that same frequency, and that part's really hard. So be gentle with yourself here right now, please, dear. Oh my. Okay, on the bottom of the deck. Oh, look at that. Spirit has your back. 23, and it's a 5. Okay, Spirit has your back there, dear. Okay, let's go with Ms. Josie. Josie in the house. If you want to think of a number, whittle that down to a single digit, write down as many as you want. If you just have a favorite number as well. Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. There's those puzzle pieces of putting together some of the final pieces to a certain puzzle here. And you're going to have some help. And look at the middle. There's the nut. I knew it was going to come up somewhere. So if someone did have their nuts blown off, like Steve says on that tower, that's a 1 card. This is a new start energy, starting again, transformation. You're out of this cocoon already. You're at the butterfly point. Okay. Whale spirit, trust the mystery. Not only is that a 1, we got a 65 here, which is an 11, 111. All of us, our homework is due January 11th, 2025, of this nodal lesson of Aries Libra, independent autonomy within committed partnership. That's something there, Miss Joes. Miss Kathy, think of your question for me. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate you. My hands are still getting better. It was last week after that live when I told the touching story about how clumsy I am. And I promptly fell on my face trying to cross the baby gate because the builders are still here. And it hurts still pretty good. Still hurts. Bobcat spirit here, dear. Miss Kathy, life is a mystery. There's that lemniscate energy, and always reminds me, Madonna energy there, crossed by. This is so fitting. Look at that dove spirit. I had the my morning dove card this morning, and we know that you love those white doves with the pink in them, and it says be peace. It's a 21 card here, which is our opportunity of this full moon in order to attract peace. And if that's what we want in our life, then we need to be the energy we want to be receiving. Miss Peggy, ask your question. And guys, when I have time, I will always get to as many people as I can. Appreciate you so much for being here. And times that I don't have as much time, I will always take the first person that comes in on the live. Miss Peggy, question for Miss Peggy, please have an answer for her, angels and guides. Please guide Miss Peggy. 3, 2, and 1. Bottom of the deck and the top of the deck. Back to that starting back at 1. Wow. I told you guys these are, since you're all here, you're all swimming in the same fishbowl of energy. So temperance energy there for me with these puzzle pieces. You're doing the work. You are collaborating now with spirit to do that, to find those puzzle pieces for your piece. I can't make that up, you guys. And that is an 18, like I said, of the moon here, energy, this full moon. We're all swimming in the same energy, and that was bring a gentle touch. Be easy with ourselves, okay? You the damn empresses. Of course you need to be with yourself. You bust your butts. You bust your butts. You deserve a time of rest. Didn't it say take a nap somewhere? I can't remember. Okay, let me see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing y'all. Hello. It is, I can't see this far, but it looks like BEB Bear. Bear, welcome in, welcome in. I will certainly pull a card for you. Man, that was fast. The freaking energy of what we pulled today 3 times. Transformation, the number of transformation there, the 13, that is the sister card energy of today, death and transformation of the Emperor. And this is cat spirit, claim your independence. That's a 13, and wow, you got mirror images here, 1331, that's a 44, another 44, you guys, which is an 8 of the balance. Groundhog spirit, time to let go. 1331. This mirror, remember that the relationships are our mirrors for ourselves. They are like the little breadcrumbs to the clues about what we're supposed to be learning this lifetime, right? How to rectify those pieces of our psyche. And then we have on the bottom here, a bear. That is so funny for you. It's BE. Is it Babo Bear? I'm sorry, I can't see that far. The writing is so small. And we got Bear Spirit. Take time out. I just said, make sure we're resting because even empresses need their rest, okay? There's that scarab beetle on the bottom. We've been seeing that. Magic works through you, that past life energy. We saw that beetle on one of the cards here on the table, I believe, too, as well, right? I think so. Or maybe that was this morning's read. I cannot remember. Like I said, when I'm done, it's like, boom, it's gone. All right, here. Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. Good. Kathy Peggy, I got everybody. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, of course. Let's get a message, please, of advice from Spirit for everyone who is watching, no matter when they watch this message, if this message resonates for them. Tapping into your wisdom about this journey. It does feel like you've been down this road before. And you may be choosing you this time and your own dang happiness, because we know now what it feels like to be in a higher vibration, because we certainly, if we have Empress energy on the table, we know what that feels like. And again, this is you have an intuitive hit about this new passionate beginning with that Ace of Wands. Time to collaborate. Maybe with this person coming in here, there's our 5 of the Hierophant, which was our, which I had with Hermit today there, right in between Hermit and Strength was the Hierophant. Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. So I started off talking about Pluto in your birth chart, as that's where it is sitting. That's your soul's journey. And then the opposite sign of that is your rebirth. You're getting a higher perspective. We are raising that level of consciousness here. So we've got ant spirit, bat spirit, and beaver spirit wanted to come right after that, which is laying a solid foundation. Okay. Looks like You are, because that tower's already like, I don't feel like, I think it's just like you just didn't think they'd have it in them for this apology. You didn't think this would be the person to come back around. It could be somebody you didn't think of. But I do feel like we got that Two of Swords twice, that moon energy, that full moon energy. It might be hidden from your view at the moment. 27, Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. Okay, that is the Empress energy here of the Guardians of the Night tarot deck, is that fox. Thinking on your feet, 27, you're at the end here, that 9 energy. You're ready for this 10 of Cups, guys. You are ready for this 10 of Cups. And yeah, I see you choosing you. You already been down that other path. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. You are so welcome. Welcome to the club. Welcome to my amazing collective. Be sure to watch tomorrow night, The Spiritual View. And remember that we've changed our Friday night live, our happy hour live, from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I've got a couple clients tomorrow. I'm finishing your chart and get that in the mail to you, Kathy. So don't forget to send me your address. Other than that, I will for sure see you at 6, maybe earlier in the day. It'll depend how the day pans out. Okay. I love ya, and I will talk to you all soon. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.